This spreadsheet will help you track down how many Star Ascension cards you have on each character and overall on your account. This calculator is amazing for all players no matter what version you are currently playing on. So let's get into how this spreadsheet works and how to properly calculate your Ascension card amount. But before we go into the video, I have officially launched my very own Discord server. Joining this server will allow you to interact and ask any questions where the community and myself will be able to answer all of your questions. As well as this, you'll have exclusive access to exclusive Discord emojis. There will be exclusive roles and perks for my future YouTube members. And finally, you'll be able to participate in my many future giveaways, which will all be held within my Discord server from now on. So click the link in the description down below or search up the link currently on screen, and I can't wait to see you all there. Now back to the video. In order to get access into my spreadsheet, go into any of my recent videos, and in the description you can click the calculator templates. Then once you're in, go up to File, and then you can either make a copy of the template or go to the download menu and download it as a Excel file so you can open it on Microsoft Excel. So how this spreadsheet calculator works is that you can select the amount of stars you have on specific gears depending on how many stars it has, and it will automatically calculate how many sacks you have into your character and overall. So to get started, all you need to do is first go into the Format tab. Then depending on if you have an SSR or SSR plus units, just copy and paste the entire table and put it into your calculator tab. So from here, you can go into select type, and depending on what units, you can assign it to whatever. So for my example, I will quickly do Esper and type in RMG, which is Red Mosquito Girl. And from there, you can go in game and check on what you have unlocked and how many stars you have on each of that character's gears. So for my RMG, for example, I have her page to page 1, her page 2 to 2 sigils, and her page 3 to 3 sigils. For her keepsake, I have it up to 3 stars, and for her badge, I have it up to 4 stars. For her gears, I have my first one at 2, then the rest of them all on 3 stars. And then for her buff gears, all of them are up to 3 stars. As you can see in green, this is the overall sum you have on that specific character, whereas in the right tab next to it, in the overall splits, it will split up the percentage of the overall investment of your entire account. Currently it is on 100%, that is because I have yet to select another unit, which I will do right now. So then for my second example, I will choose a grappler and I will put Watchdog Man. Then for his talents, I have 1 page unlocked on each of the 3 pages. Then for his keepsake, I have 2 stars. His badge, I have 5. For his gears, I have 3 of them, that's on 2 stars, with the third one being on 0, and the 3 buff gears, I have 0. So now you can see over here, I have a 69% split onto RMG, and then a 31% split on Watchdog Man, which will calculate overall here. So currently I have 248 sacks invested into these 2 characters. However, if you do have any in your bag, this will be able to calculate the percentage you have that you have not spent. For example, I currently have 38 in my bag. So now you can see here, overall I actually have 60% into RMG, 27% into Watchdog Man, and 13% into my bag, which is for spare at the moment. And that's basically how easy this calculator works. It is so much quicker than calculating each individual amount of sacks you have into everyone, as these drop boxes automatically calculate how many Star Ascension cards it takes to invest into certain levels and just puts them into the white box below, which you do not need to touch at all. Just click on the drop boxes highlighted in orange and it will automatically calculate it for you. Within the same spreadsheet, there is an example sheet which will show off how the calculator is supposed to work and that it works as it should, as if you combine and calculate every one of these percentages, it should equal up to 1, as well as calculating the overall sum, where the sum should be equal to the overall value, which is correct. So there are a few disclaimers when using this calculator, the first being that this calculator contains values for orange quality gears only and not anything below, as the purple gears would go from here, which would be 1, then like 3, and then 6, but with orange it goes from 2 to 6 to 14. So if you do have purple gears on specific characters, please do take into account that this will only calculate orange gears. If you really have to, you can try to balance it as best you can to maybe get like 6 if you have a 3-starred purple gear or something like that, but just keep that in mind. The second disclaimer is that these tables will not automatically add whenever you add a new row, or if you want to add a new character. You will always have to go to the format, just quickly copy and paste the 3 rows and put them into the next available row. Then from there you can just select everything manually and who is your next character. And the final disclaimer is that you cannot sort automatically in the ascending or descending order, as you will have to manually do that, as if you try to do it in the data, you don't have access to it, and if you even try to select like the overall split or something, it's just going to ruin everything. So if you do want to assign them in ascending or descending order, you'll just have to keep cutting and pasting everything and just do them manually, because then eventually you'll get them organized in a specific order. As I'm going to show you right now, it's just going to have to take a little bit of your time just to organize everything. But it is recommended to organize it, as this will be very beneficial when you're tracking to see how many Star Ascension cards you have into each character, and whether or not you should be investing all that amount into them, or if you need to save up or spare any Ascension cards for your future characters. And just like that, I sorted it in descending order, which was relatively only took me like 20 seconds to do, so it's not that much of a big deal, but you can do that if you really want to, since it is very helpful to track everything. And in the future, and for current Southeast Asian server players, you can also copy and paste the SSR Plus format, which has 2 talent pages instead of 1, and then just copy and paste it into your calculator. Then just easily paste it below, and then these will all work perfectly fine. And if there are any problems that you do have with this spreadsheet, or if something is not calculating properly, you can just leave a comment down below in this video, or you can contact me on Discord and I'll try my best to help you out as soon as possible. Anyways, that wraps up the intent of this video. Hopefully this calculator does help you a lot, as it drastically helps me out a lot, and I want to invest more of my Star Ascension cards into ATT, as she wants to be my second most invested character, and I am in the current process of doing so. If this video tutorial helped you out, and if you want to stay up to date with everything you need to know about One Punch Man the Strongest, then subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell in order to stay updated on every video I release, in order to make your One Punch Man account the strongest. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment down below if you have any questions about my video or possible future content, and until next time.